Hi, I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, or as I was known in high school, The Streak. I see I'm joined by 4 of you this game. In the Queen's name, I will protect you. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category. It's not hard. You know what? We'll just stick with this one. Okay, here's your first question. As part of an unusual special promotion in 2007, baseball card manager Topps inserted blank into 3 regular packs of baseball cards. Now use your device to type a lie that might fool the other players into believing it. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and touch it on your device. Let's see what everybody selected. And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. In 2014, Lisa McIntyre received a Bank of America credit card offer, but the letter surprisingly addressed her as Lisa blank McIntyre. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. Pick something. All right, let's see what everybody picked. And somewhere out there, the real Lisa is a slut is still waiting for her credit card. And the rest of the board goes unselected. Select a category. Okay, here's the question. In 2013, a man in Texas was diagnosed with a rare syndrome that turns the food he eats into blank in his stomach. Enter your lies now. Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, which one's the truth? All right, who picked what? When he pees, it's on draft. And we're done. This is round 2, which means all point values are doubled. Exciting! All right, pick a category. Okay, here's the question. Dale Power wrote the how-to book, Fancy Blank to Make Yourself. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. All right, where's the truth? Okay, let's take a look. And that means some of these didn't get picked. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. In 1989, a special edition of the Mitsubishi Minico was produced. The car included a lift gate, and it was oddly named the Mitsubishi Minica blank. Enter your lies now. Hurry. Okay, here are your choices. Okay, what did everyone pick? And that means... All right, pick a category. Okay, here's the question. Argentine horned frog tadpoles have the unusual ability to blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, which one's the truth? Okay, let's take a look. And now the soothing sounds of nature. Ah! 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 And look at what we have left. One single, lonely, pitiful lie. Final fibbage. This is your final question, and it's worth triple. It's anybody's game. Okay, here is your final fibbage question. The unusual things that reportedly rained down from the sky over Salta Province, Argentina on April 6th, 2007. Enter your lies now. All right, where's the truth? All right, who picked what? And it was also... Great minds think alike. Let me guess, the local weatherman didn't predict it. Typical. And nobody picked the other lies up there.
Is live. Okay, we are on.
Cookie, we looked it up, and implausible with an L is not a word.
That's implausible. Look it up a Glenn.
If we could get all the dancers to set, all of the dancers. Thank you.
I hope those cupcakes were fair game. They were delicious, the ones.
Game activation is live. We are on.
Okay, everybody, if you're not sure what to do right now, maybe just fiddle with some knobs, try to look busy.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. 4 evenly matched competitors would make this game a lot more interesting. There are your screws to get you started. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
the San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Get ready, time for question 1.
First, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Players 1, 2, and 3. That was quality. Player 4. Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
It's time for His Acting is Alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Watch your clock. Player 4. Players 1, 2, and 3. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
How about brought to you by the letter U, Neigbor?
It's the put the choices into order and buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie. Oh, player 3, who's getting the screw job? Player 3, did you really mean to choose yourself? I only ask because most people like to keep their cash. Let's try to forget that ever happened. Player 4, can't do anything right, can you? Players 1 and 2, the Count would be so disappointed. It's so obvious. Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! And yet, none of them have ever blinked. May I introduce Duck, duck, swan? Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Player 2? Who's gonna get that screw? Oh my, Player 4, you're getting screwed. You've got 5 seconds to make a choice. Uh-oh, that's not good. Well played, Screw Player 2. Time to twist the knife. Players 2 and 3. Player 1. Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. 5 fingers! Try this on for size. The man in the backwards yellow hat. And it's a dis or dat. Player 3. Why don't you play this dis or dat and see if you can't catch up a bit? I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Now the rest of you listen up. Lock in your answers before Player 3. If Player 3 gets it wrong, I'll split up that cash to everyone who got it right. Cool, let's do it. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Ew, baby, 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 ew! I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That's the end of a thrilling first round, and Player 1 is ahead. This could get interesting. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. And keep in mind, the wrong answer of the game is still there for the taking. Okay, let's see what's next. I call this one Dumber and Dumberer 2. So, there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or Player 1, who are you gonna screw? Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. Ah, that's all she wrote. Player 1, nicely screwed. Don't stop there. Get some more cash. Player 4. Now that's just the dumberest answer I ever heard. Player 3. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise. Player 1. No, but speaking of otter, Get it? You just won the greatest hits of the San Francisco Otter Choir. Hailed as one of the top 3 otter choirs in the world, the San Francisco Otter Choir will astound you with their covers of Little Red Corvette and The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Up next, let it go, let it go, let it go. At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Player 3, hello! Players 2 and 3? You may not know how temperatures work. Players 1 and 4? 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah blah blah, he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a good look at Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus. Players 1 and 2? Hate to disappoint you, but wait, no I don't. Players 3 and 4. That answer has a hole in it. Next time, try this. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born. Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Take a stab at wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Watch the clock. Player 4? No. Players 2 and 3? Player 1. Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. Next, I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep. You got it, player 4. Pick someone. Oh, you're screwed, player 1. You got 5 seconds. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Player 4, remember when you screwed that other player? Brace yourself. Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? No, I'm still doing it. Sorry. Here you go. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. very nice score player one. It's got a nice shiny coat, strong teeth, and its nose is cold. You should call it...
You don't know!